Hey, 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 hey. All right, we back. We back. Uh, we back with another video. What's up, y'all? Like I said, every Friday, be ready. Be ready. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Let me turn my phone on. Vibrate. Anyway, we here. We back with another video. I got some like stuff to talk about. Like I got like topics and stuff built up. I got some videos from other creators to use and like you know what I'm saying, give my opinion on. I'm ready. I'm ready. Packed up. You feel me? Anyway, um today it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be some litness. A little superpower joint. You know what I'm saying? A little superpower joint, you know? So today we have a choice to make. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna have different choices. That's fine. We humans. We all individuals, different opinions of what we think is cool, what we think is useful, what we think is fitting for us, you know. So I got this little thing here. Choose 2 powers to have. Now, out of them we have invisibility, elemental control, 500,000 IQ. And we got instant healing, time control, super strength, super speed, mind control, and shape shifting. This is for me. This is what I would choose. This is why I would choose it. Don't be. Why would you do that? Because I'm myself. You can choose whatever you want. Don't be weird. We got invisibility. That'll be cool, but not for me. I'm not really looking to be invisible. You know, you can do a lot with that. Also, do you have to be like, do you have to like take off your clothes and be invisible, or like, is it like, can you touch things and make them invisible? Which means you don't have to take off your clothes and be invisible. You can keep your clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't want to deal with all that. Invisibility, it is cool, but I don't see me wanting it. Elemental control, the avatar, it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's not just like, you know, elemental control. It branches. We've seen, you know, Legend of Korra and Avatar: Last Airbender. Like we've seen what it can do. We've seen what it can become. You got the 4 base elements, but they all have their subcategories. I'm going based off that power system for elemental control because it not only does it make sense, but it's explained very well, and in reality, that seems like it would be the way to go. If you know water bending, hey, you can blood bend niggas. Makes sense. If you know earth bending, metal bending is right there with you. Not only that, lava bending is right there with you. Fire into lightning, in combustion. You know what I'm saying? You got air with flying. You can take people's breath away, literally. You know, it's a whole lot to come with that. Like, I'm kind of in that bag. We're gonna see though. I'm kind of in that element control bag. We're gonna see. 500,000 IQ is extremely useful, but I don't know if I want to be that smart. Like there's a what's the word? There's a uncomfortability with being that smart. It's like, damn, like what don't you know? And at that point, I don't know. There's nothing more to seek out as far as I guess you could do anything you wanted, build anything you wanted, learn anything you want. Um, you'd be playing 4D Elven chess while people are still playing human checkers. Like, I can see the appeal, but for me, I don't know. I feel like that's too much. I feel like my head would always be hurting. Like, I don't know if I want that. But it is cool. It is dope. Right now, element control is kind of like what my number one. Next, we got instant healing. Super useful. Absolutely. Not only like just external wounds, but like internal, freaking diseases, infections, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll be Wolverine out here. I think with this, it would be a factor of, well, I guess because it's instant, then it is like automatic, like how Wolverine's is automatic, rather than like applied, like magic or something. Because if it's magic, you would have to apply it, but it's still instant. You know what I'm saying? It'll heal quick as fuck, like, as soon as you apply the magic. But if it's like Wolverine shit, all you gotta do is just sit there, and it's, I'm done. Yeah. All right, let's move on. You know what I mean? So that's a maybe for me. Time control, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my list. Time control is it's gonna be my first absolute. You know what I mean? Because I can touch you and pause you, and shit around you still going. You know what I mean? Like, I would find that pretty useful. Rewind some shit if you want. It's dope. And honestly, in my opinion, time control and super speed kinda can correlate. If you using time control correctly, it'll look like you got super speed. You can fast forward your own self while you niggas is in regular playback, and then it's like, why is he so fast? Cause I sped myself up. Yeah, the way you can use time control, it can damn near be super speed. So that's I'm keeping that. That's my time control. Maybe elemental. We're gonna go through the rest of them. Elementals. Yeah, that might be my second, but we're gonna see. After time control, we got super strength. Man, that's always like gonna be like a clutch superpower. You know what I'm saying? But then that's like, there's so much responsibility with. I mean, all of these, of course, but super strength, like, you can either really like just don't care and just be busting holes through people's chests, or be like Spider-Man, more like controlled with how you use it. Not really caring about the fact that you have super strength, rather than being able to properly use it when necessary. Because we all know he always holding his punches, always, until he stopped making jokes. Then it's kudos to you and your life. Yeah, super strength. Although it's cool, to punch through a tank. You know what I'm saying? To throw a building or something, like, I'm like, okay, all right, I see you. But if I'm just facing people, it's like, yeah, that's overkill. I could just use time control and maybe my little elemental joint. We're gonna see though. But super speed, like I said, time control. If you have your time control on lock, it'll appear like you have super speed damn near. I mean, it's clutch. We see how the Flash is. Like, being in multiple places at once because you're that fast. I think he saved like a couple of cities at the same time because he was just back and forth. Going fast enough to like reverse time. Like I said, that's like time control and super speed is kind of like you can connect the two a little bit. So going fast enough to like actually reverse time, or speed it up. Speed force, if that is the parameters of the type of speed we're talking about. But I would assume super speed means you know anything anything possible. So, um, but I don't see it being for me. Although I do see it being very useful. I already have time control, so I'm straight. Um, Mind control, controlling the motherfucker's brain and what they do or how they see things. Like, you can mess up people's perception, you can mess up people's ideals, you can mess up people's just their general well-being with mind control. That's a dangerous one. That's like Professor X type uh type shit. Like some straight up Charles Xavier. He's like he can read minds, but also he can damage you. Or if he wants to, he can make you do what he wants because he's that strong. The thing about mind control, I see a lot of people who probably would use this. A lot of them will probably use it for some terrible things. Terrible thing. I mean, in reality, the world we live in, all of this would possibly be terribly used if someone got it. Me, I have this resolve that if I ever got abilities like any of these, I'm gonna be an anti-hero. I'm gonna be a Punisher. I'm gonna be a Punisher type nigga. Like, I'm just saying, it's gonna be GG's for a lot of like evil, powerful people. Like, yeah, like, bruh, y'all got to go, bruh. I got abilities now. Thanos snap. But mind control is that's so dangerous for like people to be granted. I don't see me wanting that, but shape shifting is clutch. Because I assume with shape shifting, it's more like Mystique. You can mimic not only appearance, but um, vocals, cadences, everything, scars, like everything. Um, that's like straight up infiltration ability right there. You know what I mean? Like you can be infiltrating anything you want with that, along with like invisibility. But shapeshifting that's a different level of like I'm getting in I'm getting in good with these people as someone that they think they know, but really they don't know who the fuck I am. They don't know it's me. They just think that I'm homie. I ain't homie. I'm plotting. I'm plotting. So yeah, going through them, yeah, elemental control would be like my second. Time control and elemental control. I'm going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going crazy. Like I said, the elemental control I'm taking into like the parameters of The Last Airbender, where we have the four main elements, subcategories in them each. And with elemental control, you essentially can learn any category you want because you are in control. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Not gonna lie, I'm going crazy. So I just know like a lot of people probably choose super strength and super speed. I think those two, well, although like those two can go hand in hand, like with super speed, Flash has this thing where he will run across the earth just to come back and punch you with that much force. Like I'm like, that's already super strength right there. like you're done after that, unless you have the durability to last. But you're done after that. Elemental control, I'm using lightning, I'm using earth, I'm using water, I'm using fire, I'm using metal, I'm using freaking well no, cosmic wouldn't be elemental, but I'm using I'm using blood since that's attached to water, any liquid, lava. I'm going for. I'm talking about Avatar. Avatar. Avatar with time control. You're done. I'm wiping. I'm wiping all of this. I'm pausing everything, causing a flood. Y'all just stuck there. You just drowning. And then I play, and now you're just underwater, under the ocean. It's over. It's over. Cooked.